2017 was simply freaking amazing for gaming. Like, I swear almost every single month had a really big game. From classics to new to part 2s. It was just fantastic. We even got a Nintendo Switch, which I did not think was going to be so well, but oh my goodness, the Nintendo Switch did amazing. But oh my goodness, this list was so hard to do. Whew. What's up everybody, it's your boy Slick Tactics and welcome to my top 5 of 2017. And oh my goodness, it was definitely hard to pick. And disclaimer, this is my opinion, not yours, so don't get mad if your game didn't make the list. Like, for example, nothing on the Switch will make it because I literally just got the Switch a few days ago. So even though those games are great, I don't want to be diluted by the hype factor of these games, because I know Breath of the Wild made Game of the Year, but I also heard people say that there's not that much variety of monsters, which can kind of sometimes get boring quick. And then also, I've never played Nier, so Nier won't be on this list, and so on and so forth. This is my list from games that I played in 2017. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start the show. Growing up, I've always been a fan of the Contra games. That's why Cuphead definitely had to make this list. Cuphead was by far one of the most stress-inducing games of 2017. I mean, seriously, death after death after death. It got crazy. But after you learn the patterns and stuff, it gets a little bit easy, but it still has some amazing graphics, great music, and great power-ups and stuff like that. But sadly, once you learn the game, by the time you get to the boss, he was fairly easy. And a lot of people say he was hard, but I guess once I got to him, it only took me like about 5 tries compared to some characters that took me like 10 to 15 or 20 tries. And also, once you beat it, I went back and got S strengths and pacifist on running gun modes because I learned the patterns. But all in all, it was still a great game, great replay value if you didn't remember, because as recording is, I went back and I officially suck at this game again. South Park is definitely one of my favorite shows of all time. It is one of the most hilarious shows out there, and I'm glad that it's still running. And I'm also a really big fan of RPGs, especially grid-based RPGs like Mega Man Battle Network and Final Fantasy Tactics. So South Park's The Fresher Butthole was a perfect game for me. This is basically like watching another South Park the movie. It's just as good as Stick of Truth, if not even better. With all the variety of customizing your character, I love how you get to pick different power-ups to basically make your character exactly the way you want it. The story is hilarious with a lot of homage to a lot of stuff that's been going on in the show. From the return of Tally and from Nate and Jimbo saying, "They're coming right at us!" That was always hilarious to me. That was one of the funniest episodes to me as a kid. But also, yes, this game is just really great characters. But the only problem is, it was extremely easy. I played this on the hardest difficulty with the freaking black person on the hardest difficulty, which is still funny to me. But I never have not lost in this game. Like, seriously, I came close to dying in like 2 matches, but still, I've never had difficulty really in this game. But then the DLC came out and I was like, oh my goodness, Morgan Freeman with 2 young Morgan Freemans. I may have to actually practice for once in this game. It's funny how this is a fighting game channel, but only one fighting game made the list. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love fighting games to death, but the problem is, most fighting games don't really have variety. But that's the exception with Injustice, because Injustice, man oh man, has variety, which is why it made number 3. Injustice is one of the most fantastic fighting games of all time. Like, the story was phenomenal. Then again, NetherRealm Studios has never made a crappy story yet, ever since Mortal Kombat 9. Like, this is just an epic tale. The customization, the characters is great. The online gameplay is great. Not balanced, but great. You can just check out my Deadshot video to see some hilarious antics with him and so on and so forth. But what makes this game overall one of the best fighting games in my opinion of the year is the variety for offline gameplay. We have the multiverse, which allows people who don't want to always play online to do stuff. We have customizations to level up your character to make it more of an RPG factor, to make somebody strong in one spot but weak in another. Like, you can make any character you want into a glass cannon, or you can turn characters into a tank, and so on and so forth. Which is why I really like this game, because it not just play online. After the first 2 days of training with your favorite character and beating story mode or just playing arcade mode one time, you can actually go into offline variety, unlike Tekken or Marvel vs. Capcom or other fighting games. There's no variety for them offline. And then also the customization. Yes, Tekken has great customization too, but also the problem with Tekken and customization, everybody can wear the same thing. Like seriously, everybody can wear the same shirt and jeans and you can just have a party. But all in all, Injustice is definitely my favorite fighting game of the year, and hopefully Ninja Turtles will be here soon. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! 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 Okay, for the final two, it was a very close tie. Like basically, I wanted both of these to be number one, but there can only be one. So instead of doing number two to honorable mentions, we're gonna do honorable mentions right now. So without further ado, here are a few honorable mentions. Hold up. How the hell did you make it on this list? Nah, that was a typo. See, I accidentally hit F instead of M. Number 2 is Sonic Mania. Fix that right now. There we go. This is much better. It's funny how 2017 gave us one of the greatest Sonic games of all time and also gave us one of the worst Sonic games of all time. Like seriously, Sonic should just never do 3D again. He should just stick to 2D, because Mania is where it's at. Mania is such a great game. Great music, great gameplay, great levels, great nostalgia levels. Even the second stage nostalgia level remix songs are great. Like, I couldn't really find a flaw in this game. Even while I was recording this just to get gameplay footage, I ended up beating the game again for like the 7th time. And again, I tried to speed run myself, and this time I got around 2 hours. So yeah, I'm getting better and better at this game every single day. But oh my goodness, this game is just so much fun. I've always been a big fan of Sonic. This game just showed me why I always liked Sonic as a little kid. It's just, I couldn't really find no flaws to this game. This game was just all around fun. How to get the emeralds was way better than any of the Sonic 2D games. It's great that they even had a Knuckles featuring Knuckles mod. The whole, everything's just really great about this game. I couldn't really find no flaw in this game. Wish it was hard for me to choose between this one and number 2, but the fact that I can beat this game in less than a few hours is the only reason why they made number 2, because the other game took longer than a few hours to beat. So without further ado, we got number 2, but it was a close tie. Good job, Sonic. If only you could stay this way for the rest of your life. But no, they're gonna mess it up and make more 3D games, I bet.
You never sing it.
Oh my goodness, can we please stop playing this song over and over and over? It's not even the people who like Persona, it's the memes. People keep using this song. I did not think that I would not like this song. And shoot, there's much more great songs than that. It's just that this one is the one that's most played in the game because it runs into regular monsters. I mean, there's other great songs like this one right here by the Great Ignorant Reason remix. There we go. But anyway, this is definitely my favorite game of 2017. I mean, Sonic Mania was close, but this one I put way more hours into because you have to put more hours into it. I mean, it's an RPG. But all in all, this was a great game with, of course, great music, great story plot. Like, I love the story. The story, ever since chapter 1, has drove me into it. I did not get bored not one moment of the story, which usually happens with some Final Fantasy games. Like, I would get there and I start getting bored of the story. But Persona 5, I never got bored. The story always intrigued me to keep going because I wanted to know more and more. Even the subplots, like, I just wanted to know more and more about these characters. Even Yusuke. Yusuke is my least favorite, but I still wanted to get to know him because that's how great this game made it. And oh my goodness, this thing had a ton of personas to rival Pokemon. I mean, they had a lot of great ones like Nightmare Fuel, Demon on Toilet, Phoenix, another Phoenix, Ghost Rider, Pissed Off Emoji, Morgan's Cousin, Multiple Steakheads, or A Great Night for My Ex, Demon with wings coming out of his ass, and last but not least, a Digimon. And there you have it, my list of the top games to me in 2017, which is so 2018 will be even better. And with that being said, we're about to get Monster Hunter World, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. So you already know those are most likely going to be on my list unless they are a big flop, which I hope they're not. But anyway, what was your favorite game of 2017? Be sure to write it down in the comments down below. Also, thanks for the segues from Insavian's channel, the 54321, that was from Insavian. And of course, the music was brought to you by the Resonant Remix Toshi and the Ignorant Master Rizzy. So until next time, was your boy Slick. See ya!